The big D, Mike, don't get too excited. It stands for divorce. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't, measure people as they come in. But basically, I am the poster child for turning lemons into lemonade. Monetize your pain. Well, I guess we're all doing that as comics, but yes. So I'm a single divorced mom, and I don't know. I always lay into my Chicago flat A when I say that. What is that?
Yeah, I heard that.
I know, it's weird. It's like some weird like ninja, like you can't judge me. I'm judging myself. I'm from Chicago. I have no idea what that is. So I've been, as I like to say, out of the joint for about 8 years. So I'm clean, man.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Which is what has enabled me to put this show together. Although it is kind of funny because I don't know if I'm even really in a place to date myself. But again, it makes me clean. It makes me able to help others. I mean, the best shrinks have shrinks, right?
Yes.
I will say I miss when I first got separated / divorced. It was like a horrible, debilitating time in my life. So I know that's a strange thing to say. I miss that. But here's the other thing. You have the most incredible sex that you've ever had in your life too. So if you can imagine being on like a totally dysfunctional calorie deficit, i.e. starvation diet, and then you go and have In-N-Out, that's what it's like. It's like, oh my God, I understand that's what meat could taste like. Hey-yo. So it's so good. I recommend you find somebody that you definitely don't want to make love with. I usually use an F there. Anyway, lock that down and stick it out for 10 years. And I guarantee you will have some mind-blowing orgasms afterwards. And panic attacks. But I think the reason it's so good when you get out is, and this is also because I'm older as well, dating on the back half of life, if I say. As women, it's like you're suddenly not the pick me girl, you're not in this like auditioning process with men. Mike, and I'm sure you're a lovely casting director when it comes to women, but it's not even your fault. We're just taught since we're little girls just to be in this parade forever. And it is exhausting. And we just pretzel ourselves into, okay, this is a comedy show, not therapy. Anyway, what's really cool when you get out is you're just, you don't need to spawn. I already have my kid, you don't need a man's money, which is a good thing because none of them have any. And all you need is sexual pleasure. That's like nothing that we're ever pursuing. Well, maybe you young Gen Z kids now, you're all about that. I don't know. But certainly not me. Sex was a transaction to get yourself married. Bum deal. Anyway, and guys, that first post-marriage orgasm, it's like getting let into Disneyland an hour before the park opens. You know what I'm saying? Going for that ride. A whole new world for you and me. That's a dick joke. Can you say dick joke? Anyway, that's a Richard joke. That is a Richard joke. That's beneath me. I promise not to do that again. Anyway, before I get everybody a little too excited in the audience, after you're done with PMOs, post-marriage orgasm, trademark, it gets much trickier because once you start looking for love, then it's a tougher nut to crack. That is the only second Richard joke I'm telling, I promise. It's again beneath me. No, it's hard, man, because it's like the island of misfit toys out here, some seriously jacked up dolls missing pretty crucial parts, and some more than others. I just want to share No shade to the island. I'm on the island. I made a show about the island. I love the island. I've learned to accept my lot in life. I mean, my last relationship was, oh, I hope he's not watching this, was with my 55-year-old, very, very broke stoner guitar teacher with emotional regulation issues. Can I get a G7 amen? Anyway, didn't even end up learning how to play guitar. Just an STD. No, here's the thing. That was the bass player. I've got a problem for people in the band. I don't know what that is. I probably didn't need to say he was broke. There aren't a lot of baller guitar teachers out there making serious bank, but also, I have a question for everybody. Why is the best sex always with the worst people?
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I don't know who's watching or listening, but if you're sitting there thinking, well, I'm a good person and I have great sex. Nar. Nar. I don't know what it is, man, but those two seem to go hand in hand. So anyway, I've got this show and I am looking for love for other people. And it's interesting. I do have faith for others, not myself. There's too much to unpack here still, life. It may not be this life. That's cool. That's cool. I'm totally cool with that. But I do go on the apps, although I just got banned from Hinge, which I'm quite frustrated.
What?
Yeah, I got, and this is a vent. I haven't found a way to make this funny because I'm still angry about it. I find my men on the dating apps. I know that sounds like human trafficking, and it's well, anyway, you don't go to jail for that, so it's okay. No, it is not human trafficking. You know what's so funny? That joke is never going to get old. It used to be about Diddy. It's just about everyone now, just every day. So as I'm trafficking these men online, oh, this is going to get flagged on YouTube. She said trafficking. Anyway.
Yeah, teen. How about that?
Sorry. I just want to be clear. I have the poster for my show and I say, hey, you seem lovely. I think you'd be great for my show. Would you like to come? How many women do you meet that are like, but wait, there's more. I'm literally bringing you to a room full of incredible women. But anyway, occasionally I guess a man decides I'm up to no good shenanigans, catfishing. Like I said, I'm just angry at this point. I'm going to have to hit the streets again. I think that's why I'm frustrated. I literally hit the streets. I make videos about it. It's me failing. People love to see me fail. That's what's funny. Success isn't funny. Failure is funny. Well, when I was on the apps, I had some questions I have to ask these men, just to give a snapshot to the people who are maybe thinking, I want one of those PMOs. Slow your roll. Here's just a snapshot of what's out there at this stage in life. It's an amuse-bouche. I don't have time for all of them. But question one that I have to ask these men, all based on experience. You have your teeth. Just have your teeth. Have them. You could even replace them with other teeth. Just some sense of Alex knows it. That's sad. You're too young to know that. Anyway, other day on Bumble, some guy said, how many? And I started negotiating. That's not good, guys. It's not good. It's not good. You deserve all the teeth, Julie. Question two. I am trying to figure out how to say this one, Grace, because it also has to do with the funny sidebar that we were having. But I always tell newbies, like, you have to know what vanilla means. And I cannot tell you how many people my age don't know what vanilla and not vanilla means. You young people, and you're like, it's so obvious. And there's no, I'm not judging the non-vanilla people, but you got to know what you're getting into. Because I'm a vanilla girl, and I ended up knee deep in a conversation with a not vanilla human. And Yeah, and here's the thing. Once I realized, I said, "Oh, sir, I'm good. This is not for me. Thank you. I don't need all the bells and whistles. I'm good with just whatever's going on here. Super basic." And he was like, "Well, how do you know? Let me pitch you." So he gave me. I was on my way to a dinner party, and if you live in LA, I was going from the Valley to Baldwin Hills. I'm like, "All right, you've got a nice chunk of time to convince me of the not vanilla way." Anyway, he was painting a picture of what it would be like if I was doing the dishes. I'll just do his voice. You're doing the dishes. I'd come up behind you and I'd tell you to hike up your skirt. What would you say to me? And I said, I would say I work very hard. I pay the mortgage here and nobody tells me what to do in my house. So
Yes.
it was a little more colorful than that.
It's okay.
He said, "Okay, I don't think." I'm like, "I told you. I mean, at this age, I do know what gets me and what doesn't get me." Anyway, and then the last question I usually ask is, and I know this is like nobody wants to hear this week, but it's politics. I always say you can always tell how a man is in bed by how he votes. And Democrats, for example, overpromise and underdeliver. I'm a Democrat, you guys. It's okay to laugh at that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Independents, just weird. Just weird. I understand there are worms eating their brains and such, but no excuse, you know? They're going to need a little more information about you before they decide to go downtown and check out your lady parts. Who's really pulling those strings anyway? Big Pharma? Apolitical man, doesn't want to be a part of a broken two-party system, so he's going to sit this one out. You can't trust that guy to make any choices in bed. He can't even commit to a political party. Oh, and then finally the red hats. The red hats. Say what you will about them in this week. Say a lot. But say what you will about them, they have a move in bed. They grab you by the... Anyway, you know where that goes. That is not a new set. That is a set that is old as time, and I don't think it will ever go away. So when I'm not interrogating men on the apps and getting banned from I'm raising a little man. He's not that little now. He's 15. Actually, what's funny is he's 15, weighs about, I don't know, 160 pounds. He's probably 6 feet tall. That kid is terrified he's going to get kidnapped and T-id. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stranger danger. He's, and this is all because when he was very little, I convinced him he was the most desirable child on the planet, so he would never leave my side. Anyway, we were at Ralph's the other day, and whatever, triple digit heat, you know, and I said, well, you got to come in and help me. And he didn't want to leave his girlfriend, so he said no. His girlfriend is his phone, video games. Anyway, so I cracked the window, I'm not a monster, and he said, Mom, what if somebody takes me? I said, son, with that creepy little pedophile pencil mustache you've got coming in, you look more like the driver of the van than the kid hogtied in the back. You have aged out of kidnapping. Congratulations. Today you are a man, son.